episode 1. For those who are curious, I will be watching it from Netflix's website, and I'll be starting my reaction in 1-0 go. Alright, I'm pumped up for this. Especially since season 1 was actually pretty darn awesome. So I can't wait to see what Earthrise is going to have in store. Damn, already starting out pretty darn fiery right from the get-go. Don't tell me those are all the all Autobots left behind. When Optimus left to another planet. I hope not. Jeez. I mean, honestly though, whenever a character says there's no one that can make it out of there, usually a character with plot armor can make it out of those type of dangerous type arenas though. Oh! Yes! Jetfire, Alita, and the boys! Although, I mean, that's pretty messed up though. I mean, the Autobots want to try to get any advantage against the Decepticons, so they should try to at least emotionally appeal to those Decepticons and have them join their cause. Huh? And who knows, maybe they get lucky, some of those Decepticons might actually turn to their side eventually, too. You never know. Oh, snap. The opening thing. It always kicks a lot of ass, too. Whenever they have it for, like, Transformers, I never tire of it. Of any of their opening themes, anyway. Is that really the case, though? It seems like he only fights for his own ego, though. I'm just saying. He's just probably saying that to self-rationalize it inside of his mind. But I highly doubt that. Sure, sure. Yeah, go around blaming Prime and other people for your mistakes, Galvatron, instead of looking at the problem, which is yourself, your lack of wanting to adapt to the desires of other people. I'm just saying. Oh, I absolutely love that. Not to say that Galvatron's side is completely wrong, because I can understand his mindset, considering that the first season did imply that the higher, well, let's say the lower tier Decepticons were given pretty terrible jobs, like working the mines and all of that. So I can somewhat understand where he's coming from. But just that Galvatron, he took it to the extreme, though. Jeez. Talk about being absolutely savage, just having the head of one of Optimus' own former allies are out there to display there. I wonder what Project Nemesis is going to be, though. Sounds devious, though. Hmm. Honestly, we're talking about time. I was gonna say Galatron seems to have the upper hand, but then again, as more time drags on, if Jetfire, Lita, and the others keep on freeing more Decepticons are helping out, even the bots that aren't siding with either Decepticons or Autobots, they could actually get the other upper hand against Galvatron. Oh boy. Damn, I just love how that's coming from Jetfire, a former Decepticon. I just think there's something poetic about that. That's a good point. I mean, Jetfire almost came fisticuffs against Starscream too, so he ain't lying about that. Well, yeah, shows you the type of psychological issues that he's under on right now. I mean, I can understand where Jetfire is coming from, but I can understand where Alita's coming from too. And not just that, he knows firsthand too, considering that Jetfire's life was almost taken away from a Decepticon. I could see why he would be most inclined not to want to help out his former brethren. Figuratively, of course, not brethren, but like blood or all your relations. Y'all know what I mean. I kind of do agree with Jetfire. I understand freeing Decepticons when you have the chance, but if you can use those resources to save Autobots, yeah, go for it. Hopefully, it's with a positive variety. Although knowing how the series usually operates, the news from still just probably going to be of the negative variety. Oh, hell yeah. So there could be some positive news. Yeah, most Decepticons don't give a fuck about Autobots. And the Decepticons that have any sense of morals, they're far and few in between. They exist, but it's like maybe like one in every 50 Decepticons aren't a sack of shit, but most of them are though. Oh shit. I don't like the sound of this. Ah, Sasuke for boasting, and now you're gonna fuck yourself over. He jinxed himself now. Ah, Starscream. It doesn't matter which series it's in. It could be like the Transformers movie series that's directed by Michael Bay. I mean, at least the ones I've seen. It could be Beast Wars. It could be Transformers Armada. Every single time you get boastful, you will let misfortune befall upon you for doing that. You tempt fate, and you let it fuck you over. Yes, yeah, this is an anime. I think it's done by the studio that's done, I think Knights of Sidonia. It's an anime studio that does it, and Netflix calls it their anime original. Danny Shamir. So yeah, it's an anime. Netflix has it in their anime category, and they even have it too, Netflix anime original, and it's done by an anime studio. So I guess it's anime. Yeah, it's good though. Actually, season one was pretty darn awesome, and season two so far, going off with the first episode, it's really good. I'm enjoying this more than 80% of the animes I watch. 80. The other 20% I like more than this series. But 80 is quite a lot because I've reacted to 50 anime. So I can only maybe 10 animes I enjoy more than this, which is saying a lot. That's how good I think Transformers is. It's better than 40 out of the 50 animes I saw this season. Oh, and also hello Anime Doji. Oh yeah. About to see some action. I always love seeing Decepticons struck like flies. Figuratively, of course. Good, I hope it stays at 22% for a long time, though. Anything that pushes back the Decepticons from making progression or the evil plans is a good day, for me at least. Huh? Damn. Actually, like here, you see how. Oh, that's actually one of the few times where you see Galvatron actually feel pride for himself, and you actually hear a person have legitimate. I mean, Megatron. I don't know why I keep on saying Galvatron. My bad. But this is actually one of the few sequences where you see them actually. Megatron have a legitimately nice conversation with one of his fellow Decepticons. And he actually sells pleasantries. That's actually pretty darn nice. I think it layers Megatron a bit more. And us figuring out some of the reasons to why people would follow him because of the strength he showed off in the battle arena. I think that's pretty badass. Hmm. In the US, it's midnight right now. It's midnight. So I'm forgoing sleep to react to Transformers because it came out at midnight. So potentially when I react to Noble Leaves, I might be reacting to with only like 1 hour of sleep. But hey, it's worth it because it's Transformers! Although who knows, depending on how the video does Anime Doji. I might react to the rest of the episodes back to back, or if it gets low views, I'll just react to the first episode, and then I'll react to the rest of them after I'm done with Noble E's reactions and after I get a bit of sleep. It just depends, really. But if the video gets at least maybe 100 views, and no, not 100, that's too much. At least 50, then I'll consider reacting to the rest of them all in one go. Just depends on Anime Doji. Thankfully, though, Lita and her crew, they're used to falling into traps, though, so hopefully they ain't absolutely fucked for taking the bait. Oh. Oh, snap. Megatron be giving me those, Adolf Hitler vibes when he's all like, the weak, they've gotta be curtailed, essentially, and executed. or tormented. Those are the type of vibes that Megatron's giving me off so far. He seems more savage this season. And you know what? I'll dig it. Concerning the events of what occurred in season 1, he kind of has to become more of a savage. Oh man, that's actually pretty adorable. I actually like that bit of charisma from Alita. I hope we see more of this and less of the Alita that was complaining and bitching in episodes 2 to 6. This reminds me of the episode 1 Alita where she was competent, confident, had some pretty darn good plans, showed off some bravery. This is what I like to see from her. Yeah, I'm gonna do it at New Year's Eve, probably around nighttime. After the Milk the Dreamy reaction. Reason why is because I want to show up and be like, yeah, I reacted to every single anime in the fall season before I do my list. You know, Anime Doji? I want it to have effect. I want people to go, damn, this guy actually did it. If I do it right now, it won't be as impressive, but if I do it later, it will be. That's why I'm waiting, Animated Doji. I'm waiting for the right time, so you have to wait for New Year's Day. After the Miku Dreamy episode comes on, I react to that, and then you'll see the list. You will not see it before that. And you know something I like about the animation? You can see it's really darn detailed, too. The only thing they could have done to make the animation better in some instances, though, is when they were shooting on the walls, you don't see much damage on it. You should see at least some holes or wrinkles or something, or bends, or burn marks. But other than that, the animation so far has been pretty darn good. Oh. Oh, this evil sack of shit. Oh boy. I do not have a good feeling about that. Okay, what in the world would they be harvesting unless they're harvesting maybe Energon? Huh. Although I wonder if why him not having emotions, he might end up being a weapon used against Megatron eventually. I'm getting an eerie feeling that might actually happen. Hmm. I mean, I gotta admit, I'll give Starscream some credit. He actually captured some high tier Autobots. Although now it's gonna be up to Bumblebee to step it up to the plate now. And Optimus Prime, they're gonna have to do their stuff from their end. Hey, you know, Alita did have some good planning. I'm surprised. Honestly, if anyone wrecked it, it was Megatron. But at the same time, though, yeah, the society itself kind of fucked things over too. I hope we get. Oh! What are they gonna try to like recommission him? I'm assuming that's Project Nemesis. In his opinion, though, I don't really. At best. Oh! Aww. Well, that is messed up right there. A guy that actually had absolute faith in Megatron just being slapped like that and put into a tank. To think, I mean, you know, I should have expected it's Megatron we're talking about, but dang. To see him actually sacrifice his Decepticon brethren like that as if they were just fucking tools. It's sickening, but in a good way. And again, blaming other people but himself. I love Megatron's maturity. And when I mean maturity, I love his lack of maturity. By Autobots? Oh, yeah, I thought he was going to say that. At least this justifies why Megatron doesn't just straight up kill Jetfire, Alita, and the other two. So that he can actually power up whatever the hell he wants to do. That's actually good writing. Because in a lot of animes, it's like, oh man, why doesn't the villain finish off the main characters and his friends? And they usually don't have good excuses. Yes, I reacted to Magatsu. You can find my reaction on the playlist in Amir Doji. Wait, is that Optimus? Oh shit! Yo, that's lit! I'm gonna watch the credits. Yo, this is fucking fantastic. I'm gonna rate this one straight up. For it starting with a bang, I'm gonna have to rate it a 9 out of 10. I mean, for one. Season 1 ended up with the sense of optimism, and I was like, yeah, everything's gonna be hopefully fine, but then this episode was like, no, F that. It just... shit hit the fan instantly with Alita and Jetfire being and the other two being captured. So this episode made a lot of plot progression. Optimus got Cap and his group got captured by a different group of bots. So there was just constant things happening in this episode, and there was even some action mixed in right before Alita and Jetfire's group got captured. So I love that. And from a character standpoint, we get a lot of character development. We get to see Jetfire. He doesn't have really much respect for his Decepticon brethren anymore when he says we should be focusing on rescuing Autobots and not Decepticons. I was like, damn. That's pretty damn savage. Holy shit. So good writing there. And you know what else I love about this episode too? I actually love the fact that for this episode, anything else is Rooster's Teeth, even though Polygon Pictures is the one who does the animation. I really find that interesting there. And you know what else I also liked about this episode too? Just the Megatron. You see, his mindset has devolved so much that he's now sacrificing his own Decepticons to get things. And I'm like, what type of savage are going to be willing to do that? But you know what? I love that. Shows you how much more of a monster Megatron's becoming. And then on top of that, the visuals were good. Well, not as great as like the visual heights of season 1. Because there's like no background environmental damage that you saw in some of the best fights in season 1. It still looked good regardless. And that's why if I had to rate this episode overall on a scale of 1 to 10, it gets a 9 out of 10. I also thought the voice performances were pretty good. You gotta give it props for that. Alright, I'll see you there, Animated Doji, for sure. But before I go, I'd like to say these are my thoughts on the episode, and I'd like to say thank you to Danish, MR, and Animated Doji. Thank y'all so much for commenting on the live chat. And for everyone else, thank you very much for also watching my video. Hope y'all have a great, safe, and fantastic day. And I'll see you guys later if you come back for more, because I am most definitely am going to be reacting to episode 2. It just depends on the matter of either when. But it'll for sure happen later today, though. It could, for all I know, be in like 10 minutes, or it could be in like a few hours. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.